So, I just got done watching Banned Documentaries, episode 1, The Hillary Files, I believe it's called. Very interesting stuff. If you are a Hillary supporter and you don't at least watch this little documentary that's on YouTube, I mean, the evidence is beyond conspiracy. I mean, you just can't deny the stuff that people have laid out. And what's sad is if there was this much on Donald Trump, this many people speaking out on Donald Trump, it would be all over the place. So, I mean, it's very biased that her own base ain't even looking at it, and it's even more biased that the Conservative Party isn't even exposing some of the things that she's done. You know, everybody's willing to talk about the emails and Benghazi, but nobody ever talks about Travelgate or any of the other stuff that she's been involved in. And again, there's one of the things that's called Travelgate. Look it up. I mean, she has no temperament to be president. She doesn't care about anybody but herself. I mean, just look it up. Look it up. Banned Documentaries, Episode 1, The Hillary Files. I mean, seriously. You don't have to watch the whole video, but watch at least 20-30 minutes of it. You know, I mean, voting isn't a joke. So, I mean, take it serious and do some digging. I did some digging on Trump. I didn't like everything I seen, but I weighed, you know, the outcome versus emotional connection with a few little things that he said. If we were all on video 24/7 our entire life, I can guarantee that some of us would be pretty embarrassed or ashamed with what we've said in our past. I will tell you right now, because I'm an open and honest guy. 10 years ago, when I was in high school, I was in foster care, okay? I was the only white kid in the Houston group home that I was in. Now, I got hazed. I was abused. I had to fight, survive. But, I mean, the only way I interpreted it was people are treating me this way because I'm the minority. And it was really sad because it affected me for a good part of my life. I literally thought all black people were like that. I thought all black people wanted to attack white people. I mean, it's becoming popular to do so nowadays, but 10 years ago it really wasn't. You know, and I labeled all black people as this, you know, inhumane being of sorts. And through my experience in the military and, you know, just overall, my maturity level has risen a lot since then. I've met a lot of really nice people, some conservative, some not, and that's okay. But my point is I've met a lot of black people who weren't like that. So it's just disheartening to see so much truth being hidden in front of our very eyes. It's sad. And yet some of this truth is right at our fingertips, and we're choosing not to even look at it. As a society, we're doing ourselves a high disservice by not investigating some of these things. But I feel like she's absolutely racist. I mean, think about this for a second, and like I said, do your own research. Margaret Sanger, I'm sure some of you already know what I'm about to bring up. But Margaret Sanger is the one who started Planned Parenthood, okay? She believed that black people were like weeds and needed to be plucked, okay? That's almost an exact quote. And Hillary Clinton has often marveled this woman as being just an amazing person. I mean, Hillary Clinton claims that she's done research on this woman, so how can she have missed all of the racial quotes that Margaret Sanger has actually said in regards to black people? Margaret Sanger wanted to control the population of the black people because the way that Margaret put it, black people couldn't control themselves. They overpopulate and this, that, and the other, whatever, you know. And whether or not black people overpopulate, that's not anybody's business. I mean, it's up to everybody's human right to populate how they see fit. Now, I am a firm believer that you shouldn't have 5 kids if you can't take care of them. And you shouldn't depend on, you know, the father of the kid for every little thing. I think everybody should be independent in the way that they provide for their kids. Now, it would be a lot better if we had mothers and fathers, but the Democrats don't want that. They don't. But you got to do your own research. I mean, she literally has said in speeches, and what actually, you know what? One of her speeches was actually at a Planned Parenthood conference, and she was talking so highly of Margaret Sanger. It just boggles my mind. And she even, I guess, I can't remember the guy's name. I'm gonna have to look it up and bring it up in the next video. But there's a guy that was in the KKK that Hillary Clinton's friends with. If you just type in Hillary Clinton friends with KKK member, you'll find who she's friends with. And there's pictures and all kinds of stuff that you can't deny. There's even a picture of her, I believe, either kissing him on the cheek or him kissing her on the cheek. I have so much information in my head I can't get it all out sometimes. But you can't sit there and call Donald Trump a racist without looking at these things, at least considering the possibility that maybe she's, you know, a wolf in sheep's clothing. All the conspiracies aside, I mean, she has this trail of racist people within her circle. And yet everybody was concerned over Donald Trump disavowing a Grand Wizard, David Duke. Everybody freaked out over that. But yet Hillary Clinton can go on stage and talk about how good Margaret Sanger is. Not only is that a double standard, but it's grossly disgusting that anybody would let her get away with it. I mean, it's really sad. People need to wake up. That's all I gotta say.